Racing to the 2021 Kentucky Derby, and this time we go to the Saratoga of the South, Oaklawn Park, for the $1 million Arkansas Derby. It's a small 6-horse field, and we get a rematch of the Rebel Yell. We get the top two favorites going into that race, Caddo River and Concert Tour, the runaway winner. And we also get a return of Get Her Number. But let's take a look at this field, starting with a horse in the Rebel Stakes, Super Stock, who was kind of hindered a little bit in the stretch. When Caddo River faded back, he drifted outward, and that caused Super Stock to lose some ground. Otherwise, Super Stock probably would have finished second rather than Hozier in that race. As a result, Hozier ended up skimming the rail, avoiding all the trouble, and ended up finishing second to his stablemate, Concert Tour. Caddo River, the big favorite going into the Rebel after a 10-length score in the Smarty Jones early on in the Oaklawn Park meet. He was rank early, and then when they elected to lay off the pace set by the aggressive ride on Concert Tour, he went outside his flank, and then he just started tossing his head. He kind of fought the rider in that race, and he used up his energy going into the turn and then just flattened out in the stretch. I think he's a much better horse than that. I think he's going to improve. Now, they're saying this time they're going to go to the lead. I don't think he necessarily needs the lead. I think one of the reasons he may have been ranked the last time was he was off a little bit of the layoff, and he kind of just got caught flat-footed with Concert Tour coming over and getting that lead. I think if they can try to just establish a good position, let the horse get in his rhythm. If that means he's on the lead, I don't think they have a problem with that. But I don't think he needs the lead in this race, and I think he's a much better horse than that last race. Hozier, getting better. He's ran 3 times. He's lost to Concert Tour twice. He's by Pioneer of the Nile, and he definitely got a little bit of upside with him. His recent work on XBTV was a very strong work. You can see a lot of these works if you want to watch them at XBTV. And that's where I watched his work along with Concert Tour's works. But Hozier ran well in that race. You know, he got a ground-saving trip the last time. He may not have been second best, but I think he's on the improve, and he definitely is a strong exacta contender in this spot. Get Her Number won the American Pharoah Stakes last fall. That was when not as many horses were in training due to COVID. The number of 2-year-old runners that had ran by that time, there was limited runners. I'm just not sure he's going to get back on the beam here, although he has trained a little bit better out of that race. He did lose some time early on in the winter in training, so he's probably going to improve in this spot, but I just think he's 5-6 lengths inferior to a horse like Concert Tour and Caddo River. Now, Concert Tour, the big favorite. Bob Baffert trains 3 for 3 lifetime, won the San Vicente, won the Rebel Yell. He's the co-favorite for the Kentucky coming into this race. Last time out, his speed figure was a little bit low, but he did it all in hand. And I think there's definitely some upside with just 3 lifetime starts. Key concern here is how does he come out of this race? Does he want to sit second and rate behind Caddo River? Does he want to just go to the lead again and try to wire this race? And I think we'll see the result might be much similar. I think Caddo River could be 2-5 in this spot, maybe 3-5. The final horse is on the outside, Last Samurai. He's definitely outclassed in this spot, and I just don't see him being a pace factor or really much of a factor. So the pace of the race is going to determine the winner here. Caddo River doesn't need to lead. They're saying they're going to be more aggressive. I think he's going to do better in this form cycle after a little bit lengthy of a layoff after winning the Smarty Jones. The plan all along was to get 2 preps. The Arkansas connections pointing to this race, a good gallop out the last time for Caddo River. Concert Tour, definitely one of the leaders in this division. His gallops and just his last work at Santa Anita in 112 last Sunday was impressive. I'm going to have to pick Concert Tour in this race just because of the workouts. He just seems to be the horse to beat. But I do think Caddo River can run second and earn a Kentucky Derby spot. Hozier, the 3rd choice. I think those are really just the 3 top contenders in this Arkansas Derby. The final major prep, my top selection is Concert Tour, and we'll recap it on Monday on the Future Book. Who do you like here? Leave a comment here for the Arkansas Derby. And remember, hit subscribe, ring that bell as we lead you up to the 2021 Kentucky Derby.